let's go to this. I want to read Mike Winger's text. Now, he was speaking about Perry Stone, all right? And this is from a little bit ago. I think it was August 7th, all right? So not too long ago, Mike Winger is talking about how light disinfects, doesn't it? You can say all that you want, and in the darkness, you can make all kinds of mess. But when the light is shone, it disinfects. It shows the dirt, and actually, it's a healer in some respects. So he says this, Perry Stone did something terrible yesterday. That must have been August 6th, not very long ago. He gave blanket warnings to his 900,000 subscribers about the spirit of Python. And you'll remember we played those ridiculous clips. And the danger of these money-hungry exposure YouTube channels. Another blanket and reckless condemnation that I consider to be bread and butter of cover-up culture. Now, this is a new kind of coined term, and I'm not sure if Mike Winger came up with this, but the cover-up culture succinctly shows what is happening. The cover-up culture is like, we don't want you to expose all this yucky stuff, all the lack of character in these ministers. We just want the goodies. We just want, let it all, be fine. This minister, that we've always liked, let's just keep the peace. Everybody, don't say a word, just keep the peace. And this is called cover-up culture. And let me tell you, it's alive and well in the United States of America. It's alive and well in Canada. Then he went home to his reportedly 6,100 square foot house, says Mike Winger. All right, that could fit into and you could fit my house inside his house 5 times. This is the same Perry Stone that was confronted with 12 letters of sexual harassment or sexual misconduct from women under his leadership influence. That's how many that his board members said that in that tape recording. Said we have 12 letters. And all of these women are basically saying that there has been some inappropriate misconduct. Now, we'll talk about what happened with all of that in a moment, all right? When confronted, he threatened to kill himself. Then he threatened his wife would divorce him if she heard about it. Then he threatened to take down the whole ministry if he was exposed. The end result was that Perry took a paid vacation and then returned to business as usual. I think we can all tell why he rages against accusers and people sharing the truth online. And here's a video of him making, these sorts of things. So I think this is a video of where he's threatening that he's going to go up into the mountains and kill himself. Of course, very interesting. Cover-up culture is accusing whistleblowers of telling their stories to get money without any evidence and then going home to your mansion. On August 8th, Mike Winger says, reportedly both Mike Bickle and Perry Stone told multiple women that God showed them their wives were going to die. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Like, why that? Telling these young women that I guess you'll be needing a new wife, and so you'd like to groom them, start preparing for that day. This opened the door to them preemptively starting romantic relationships with those women. Read adulteress. Do these guys share notes? All right. And then another weigh-in was from Joel Richardson. Joel said, and this was on August 7th, for at least 3 years, I was a keynote speaker at Perry Stone's massive annual prophecy conferences. I always had a really great time there visiting with folks. I learned of these accusations a few years ago, but was not sure what to make of them. Then I heard some of the stories of very real sexual harassment and the recording of him threatening to go out in the woods and kill himself if it ever got out. I was shocked, but to see these absolutely gross threats and spiritual bullying tactics is just beyond what I can stomach. The worst part is that his ministry is one of the largest donors to local law enforcement agencies. Interesting. There is a reason those seeking to confront spiritual abusers often use the term mafia, says Joel Richardson. All right. So in light of that, I'd like to play a clip. This is by Good Fight Ministries. And there, of course, there is said 11 or 12 letters, depending on which source you listen to. His own board members did say 12. 11 letters from alleged victims were sent to Perry Stone's board of directors. And this is what happened.
Perry Stone had some very interesting things to say when he was caught. I'll be reading from an article here. It states, 11 letters were sent to the board of directors of the Voice of Evangelism Ministry from women who worked with him. They alleged that Stone would frequently engage in sexual harassment, including groping, making comments about breasts, kissing them on the lips and on their necks, asking for massages, and texting them asking for pictures. The Chattanooga Free Press has obtained leaked audio from two members high up in Stone's organization right as he was being exposed and before his confession. One of Stone's head of security, a Bradley County Sheriff's Office lieutenant, and another, a ministry leader, CFP reports. The law enforcement officer described Stone as exhibiting, quote, a predatory lifestyle. The ministry leader said that Stone had a severe problem, probably a mental illness, and was living in a false reality about the situation, according to the recordings. Now, I would say that plenty of the things that he may be chalking up as mental illness might be dealing with someone whose conscience is also bearing witness against them. And when you are living this lifestyle, claiming to be a believer and having that conscience bear witness against you, then you probably are going to be pretty depressed and you probably are going to look mentally ill to some people. Though Stone would later admit that he did, at least in part, what he's been accused of, and then seek to purge his confession and walk it back. In a private meeting with the two leaders, Stone denied all contact and threatened to kill himself and shut down his ministry on account of their exposure.
I have 12 letters of where you're headed, and you've done it to all of them.
Okay.
Where you...
You know what? I'm going to go commit suicide up in the mountains and end this thing, because I'm not going to... Look, listen to me before God. I'm going to go take pills in the mountains, Rob, because I can't put up with this.
Okay, we're here to help
I
you.
know I'm a very sincere person, but I have almost no friends, man. And I have almost no friends because of shit like this.
You've got two friends
No,
sitting
I
here
know
to
I
help
do,
you.
but I'm just saying, shit like this. I can't shake a woman's hand. Oh, he's coming on to me. Pat him on the back. It's coming on to me. I'm talking about these other people. This other stuff, whatever. I'm just talking about these other people. I mean, it just really, and look, I will take my life before I let the ministry go down. And I swear to God, I'll take my life. No. This is going to get bigger. If he's got letters, it means they're talking it. If they're talking it,
They're not even talking to each other.
the ministry is ruined. I'm going to shut OCI down and sell the building. No, I need to. I need to shut OCI down, sell the building, and forget everything I'm doing, because I am not. And if Pam Stone knows this, Pam Stone would leave me.
She don't
Just
know.
she'll find out. She'll find out, and by accusations, I'll be destroyed. So what do I have to live for? What do I have to live for, man?
That's why we're here.
I'm ruined.
Notice that he is seemingly very upset of being caught, not for the actions that actually took place. And it, even in this admission, seemingly is trying to spin it as if patting someone on the back is the same thing as groping them. It's one thing if one person makes accusations. It's another if 11 people who worked closely with you begin to chart up all of the wicked things you've been doing, including asking them for pictures. It seems like where there is this heinous amount of smoke, there is a heinous amount of fire.
Okay. You see, one of the things that is actually happening across North America, and the reason that we are hitting this once again, is that there is no accountability for these leaders that have unbelievably all of these accusations that come forward, and then they kind of disappear. And yes, Perry Stone is never held accountable. There's all kinds of thoughts about, you know, if people were threatened, were they paid off to go silent? But nonetheless, Perry Stone can then sit with Joni and act as if none of this really ever happened, and then come out accusing people of being basically pythons or associated with the great python.